Hello, how you doing? Welcome to day 28 of Lyndall's Luscious Limberings. I am freaking cold, so let's get moving. I know it looks on the outside, and technically it's the last day in Melbourne before we have shit weather for the rest of the week. But it's really cold, so gonna get moving. Legs today. So again, especially with things like the legs, please do work within your own limits, making sure you're protecting your knees, your Achilles, your calves. So remember, modifications include doing a smaller movement, smaller scale, smaller depth, doing it slower. Better to do slow and small and work on a finer level of resolution and do it well with good alignment a couple of times, rather than to bash out some crap ones. No one wants to bash out crap ones. So, I'll give that over to you. But working small can actually be extremely beneficial. So remember, it's the quality, not the quantity. Take that into life. So, day 28's playlist, Finger of Power. 3, 2, 1, go. Fabo. Alright, do this, mother's dance. Nice, and just soften the knees gently, like there's a stool behind you, but don't go down too deep. So remember, we don't want to have the knees going further than the toes. If you look down, you should still be able to see your toes just crowning your knees. You don't even have to bend that far, just a softening. Beautiful, lifting up through the head, sinking down through the butt. Breathing in. Elbows heavy, wrists are heavy. Breathing in. Oh, breathe out in the meantime. And out. And the whole time while you're doing this now, just sink your awareness around the body and listen to the feeling of the feet on the floor. Broaden across the hips so that you can make that even. And imagine you're standing in zero gravity, so it's like you're floating away, all your joints are floating away from each other, there's space in the body, there's no pressure on the skin, you're just expanding from the inside out. And blossom the hands, breathing in. The butt sinks down as the hands rise, wash down the face. Breathing in. Go in your own rhythm. Softening across the chest. Feel like all the tension across there is dissolving. If you like, imagine that you're sending heat or light across the chest. That can help it soften. I'm going to go all the way down. Relax the head, blossom the hands, sink the butt, bend the knees. Breathing out. Let the shoulder blades slide down the back like ice cream sliding down a wall on a hot day. The knees should still be bent as you come up, so even though you're rising up, the butt sinks down, you counterbalance the top coming up, but the knees are still bent. At the bottom, turn the whole hip so that you're facing the wall, bend the knees, sink the butt, breathing in to rise up, and turn, deflate to go down. Soften through the neck. And remember, turning from the hips, not from the shoulders. So it's the whole torso from the hips all the way up that turns. Don't turn so much you get pressure across the knees. All right, and reverse the direction. Soften across the tops of the shoulders.
wide, breathing into the spine, inflating each vertebral pocket between the spine and the skin. Just go in your own time on this. Deflate as you go down, so the body bending over expels the air. Then breathe in, inflating the spine, letting that rise you up. Just up and down in your own time. And just stay down the next time you get around and just gently bend the legs and then straighten until you find a stretch. They don't need to be completely straight. Just in your own time, just milking through. Have the hands wherever they're comfortable. Could be behind the legs up here, could be resting on your knees. Good, now go into a crouch, just drain the blood out of the head and looking left and right. In this position, just pull your belly button into your spine a little bit to get a bit more of a stretch across the small of the back. And looking down and across. And back to center. And we're going to rise up, straighten and down. Now as we straighten, look forward and lengthen. Breathing in and down. In and out. In and soften. Rolling up. Just roll the shoulders, reset. Now bend the knees. Float the weight to the ball of the right foot. Lifting up the leg. Pull up the toes, place it down. There's no weight in this leg at all, it's all in this leg. So from the side, we're like this. Now relax the foot down without committing the weight. So I'm not going to do this. I just flop the foot down. Now connect your awareness to the heel of the back foot. Transfer the weight across. If I look down, I can still see my toes over my knees. Now take the time to let the butt cheeks slide down the backs of the leg, lengthening through the top of the head. The majority of the weight should feel like it's in the ball of the front foot. Now release the back leg. Transfer back. Now the weight's in the ball of the back foot. So foot goes down. Transfer the weight. Breathing in. Release the back leg. Breathe out. Come back. The whole way while you do this, now think about the head lifting and the butt sinking down. And really, if anything, we're just concentrating on the feeling of the weight shift. So remember, when the weight's in one foot, it's in the ball of that foot. So now it's transferring to the ball of the front foot, and now transferring to the ball of the back foot. Foot goes down, transfer to the ball of the front foot. Lifting up through the head, sinking down through the butt. Good, just change your speed, stay low. Transfer the weight to the ball of the right foot now. Foot goes as far wide as it is forward, so not here, here. All the weight in the ball of the back foot. Let the weight sink down through the leg. Just soften that foot, it's still empty. Now connect your awareness to the heel of the back foot. Pin it as you transfer the weight to the front foot. Release, coming back. If you want, you can lift this up and come down again. Release. And have the hands wherever they're comfortable. Beautiful, bring it back in. And just bending and transfer. This reminds me of my calisthenics days. Arms go up and down. Breathing in and out. Bit wider. Nice and easy, nothing too extreme. Bit wider. bit faster. Just do the breath that suits you with this. Getting a bit more energy into the movement now. Beautiful, going a bit wider and just changing weight between. And just Muppet head, so just let the head trail. Beautiful, and just reaching up, pop out one hip then the other. So you're getting a bit of a stretch in the inguinal area down the adductor. Beautiful, bend the legs and hips. And front to back. And circle. Other way. Back to side. Bit lower. Now we're going to make it a little bit more weight shifty. Gets the arms going, one up. And hand goes up. Keep the hips going. And bring it forwards. Now I can straighten the legs a little bit. Language warning if you listen to my playlist. Down. And swing. Language warning. And in the center, bend the knees, rolling up. And bend. And down. Nice, easy squat. And hands go side. Keep squatting. And stay down. And shoulder. Nice, and figure of eight. Bit of a weight shift between the legs, so I'm straightening one leg then the other. Just starting to really get that blood going through now. And reverse the direction. Get a nice reach up. Good. All right, shoulders. With the hands up. And to the side. It's very serious, this warm up. And just kicking out the legs. Good. Kick, front, side, front, side. Please don't kick anyone or anything, unless you don't like them. Who knows after we've been in quarantine for this long. And now just to the side. If you want, you can flick out the hands as well. And back to the front. Big arm stress. Go. Shoot. All right. Raising one leg. Keeping the control through the core and sideways with the leg bent. Pants falling down. Trousers if you're in the UK. And the other leg. So try and keep the rest of the body relatively still, isolating the leg, she says as she almost falls over. Now what we're going to do is halve that time. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and change in front. 1, 2. You can bring the legs up as high as you want here. 3, 4, 5. This leg is straight but not locked. I think that's 7, maybe. And to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to straighten the leg and bring the hand. 1, 2. So try and control this. So I'm not kicking it up, I'm raising it. There's a difference. The weight's in the ball of the grounded foot. Okay, to the side. Keep breathing. Lifting tall through the head as you do this. So even though you're crunching over, don't think about crunching down, think about staying tall. Stay on this side. We're going to do 4 with the leg bent. Now we're going to do 8 with the leg bent. No, just do 4. Alright, the other side. Again, raising rather than kicking. 4 more. You can stretch right up as you come up. And to the side. Weight in the ball of the grounded foot. Keep breathing. Again, try and raise rather than kick. So you're controlling it up. And now 4 with the bent leg. Nice. All right, just swinging to get some of that tension out. And just turn a little bit more. So you're turning almost around behind you if you're feeling comfortable with that. Try not to let your wireless headphones come loose. Great, go to the end of your mat now. Stretching up, rolling down through the spine. With the legs straight, walk out into a plank. From here, we're going to raise one leg. Keep the same leg going. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now keep the legs straight, walking up. Now if your back feels okay here, we're going to go straight with a straight back. If not, bend the knees. Out to the side. Just walking through the heels. And let's go again. Up, stretching down. Walking out with the feet straight into a plank. Make sure you're engaging through the core. Shoulder blades together, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice one. Just take yourself into child's pose. Wiggling a little bit through the thorax. And back into a plank and mountain climbs. And keep going. Nice, back down. Onto your side. And 1, raising up. If you want, you can lie down. Now try and keep the hips square to the ground so you're not doing this. That's cheating, not cheating. And now with the leg bend. Keep it up straight. Doing 8 of these. So try and keep the hips perpendicular to the floor. All right, keep that leg up. Bottom leg goes up. Again, try and control it so it's not flipped. 4 more. Beautiful. Coming up onto your knees and hands and pulse. Go a little slower. Lifting through the ribs and swinging forwards and back, kicking the plant behind you. Imagining you're trying to push a button with your knee. Up through the ribs. Nice. Changing. Straight into it and up. Hips square to the ground, so you're lifting up sideways. Woo! Don't have to go very high. This also reminds me of my calisthenics days. And now with the leg bent. Keep it straight out. Four more. 5. And 6. And 7. Leave it there. Bring the other leg up to meet it. Don't flick it, control it. Obviously, if this is harder, bring that leg down a little bit lower. Up onto your knees and elbows. Pulse. Good. Bend the knee, forwards and back. Keep the ribs raised. Nice and down. Just make a big old diamond with your legs. Wiggle that into the floor. That is extremely painful. I did both Pilates and a run yesterday, so this is a whole beautiful world of pain. Wow, that's special. Good. Legs in and butterfly pulses. And little quick fluttery ones. Good, just leaning forwards a little bit, scooping your belly button upwards and forwards. Good, rolling back onto all fours. And 1. This is also calisthenics. Wow, it's a whole day of calisthenics. And other leg. Beautiful. Staying here, and we're going to circle around to the left. It's almost like you're using your belly like a skipping rope, so it's going under then up. And the other way. And 6, and 7, and 8. Beautiful. Tuck toes under into down dog. Just start to walk through, twisting the knee and the body as you go. Really pushing through from the hips. And double time. Good, sink the heels down for a stretch, lifting the butt towards the ceiling, sending the thighs to the wall behind you. Good, creep in, rolling up. Beautiful, single leg lunges, off we go. So lift tall through the body as you do this. Try and lunge out so that you're keeping this front leg square. And 4 more, we're going to row down on this side. So you really have to work through the core to keep your balance going. All right, other leg. Lift up tall out of your hips. And rowing down on that side. Doesn't matter if you put your hands up or down. It's a bit harder if you keep them down. Good. Into normal squats. Here we go. Squat into a kick. Lift up out of the hips. Lift the knee high to lift the leg high. So it's going knee then foot. Keep going. And sideways lunging. Just be careful you don't slip. Pull up your pants if you need to. All right, we're going to keep lunging, but now we're going to stay low through it. So I'm really sending my butt behind me. Try and keep smooth through the weight shift. Beautiful. Okay, front. Now twist around, keeping the head facing forwards. And back left. So front, front left. Left, and back left. And change legs. So keep looking straight ahead so you're twisting around the neck. Don't hit the plant. Beautiful, and twist. Star jumps. Twist. Star jumps. Twist. Star jumps. Straight into kicks. And change legs. Into lunge. We're going to do a jump to change. Go. And jump to change. Go. Good. Stay there. Circling the arms. And the other way. Just take a step back. And this way. And the other way. Adjust your feet like I need to see, but right ankles. Good. Just pop that leg down. Send the chest upwards and forwards. And then just breathe into that. And if you do start to lower down, that's fine, but always chest going upwards and forwards. Good, soften that. Come around, put elbows and knees, push them out, have a stretch. And pick up the toes on this side, come around again. Chest upwards and forwards. And if through breathing into that you lower down, that's fine. If not, just keep on going upwards and forwards with the chest. Bend the knees, come back into a stretch here. Bend the knees, rolling up. And bend, popping over, straighten the leg. Stretching from the outside blade of the foot to the fingertips. If you want to put this hand here, that's fine. Good, bend the knees, change over. And stretch. Good, from here coming up. Go a little wider. And turn this foot out. And small bounces. Lifting up tall through the head. And hand down. If you're feeling on balance, take a deep breath in, breathing out, looking towards the ceiling. Deep breath in, connect your awareness to your foot, drive through the floor to come up. Turn that heel in, turn this one out. And some more bounces. Shoulders nice and down so the shoulder blades are sliding down the back. Lifting up to the outside of this leg. And hand down. If you're on balance, looking up. If not, just keep looking down. And looking down, connect to that foot, driving up. Beautiful. From here, turning both feet and send the hips towards the floor, lift up through the chest, send the back heel towards the ground. If you want, you can do slight movements here just to help open up. And if you feel you can today, elbows to floor. Coming back up, pick up the toes, turn them out and keep stretching. Lengthening. Pick up those toes, turn them back. Help yourself across to the other side. Again, heel going, lengthening towards the floor, lifting up through the head, chest going upwards and forwards. Hips sinking down towards the ground. And if you feel you can today, elbows to floor, otherwise just stay in that stretch. Making sure that this leg's in the right angle to the floor. Good. Coming up, pick up the toes, turn them out. Keep stretching. And have yourself back in. Just hanging down the center, take yourself over to the right, left leg, chest upwards and forwards as you stretch here. And across to the other side. Into the center, bend the knees, rolling up through the spine. And just to finish, you can stretch out the quads. Lifting tall. Knee extending away down, away towards the floor. And just changing over. God, I almost feel like I need to extend this warm-ups to 40 minutes. That would take forever to upload. It already takes anywhere between 10 to sometimes 20 hours to upload. So that's special. Lovely. I'm just going to stretch out from yesterday. So just triceps stretch across. And other arm. That wasn't that painful, was it? Should be getting easier. I feel like I'm making them like too easy now, but you know, you can give me feedback on that. As we're all getting a little bit fitter. You're gonna emerge from quarantine, everyone's like, whoa, is it like, oh, warrior, what happened to you? Like, I mean, you're probably already fit, so I was completely just making assumptions there. Do what I'm doing, by the way. I'm not just chatting, I am doing a stretch. And the other way, make sure the head's staying upwards, don't let it drop forwards, keep the knees soft. Beautiful. Thank you very, very much for joining me once again. It's always lovely to virtually see you, and thank you still for the messages. Please keep photos, messages coming in. It's nice to know we're all here and all still alive. Take care of yourself. Tomorrow will be a stretchy day. So I might have a little bit of lactic acid to move out of the legs. Otherwise, in the meantime, stay safe, keep yourself safe, keep others safe. Lots of love. Bye.